Hello everyone and welcome back to day 20. We are at the big 2-0 now. 20 days of this build. I have finished the final room of floor 3. I couldn't decide what I wanted to do with that. Real quick, I apologize ahead of time if you hear anything in the background. There's people doing construction outside my house. So hopefully that doesn't get picked up. If it doesn't, we're good. If it does, I apologize in advance. It's just some people working on something outside. Anyway, I did finish the final room of floor 3. I couldn't figure out what to do, so I asked someone for advice what they would do, and they told me to make the last room something that I couldn't even think about, and I feel really bad that I didn't even think about it. So I'm going to go into the daytime version of this map to let you see what I made and what I missed out on. Then we'll go through the nighttime version and do an entire sweep of every room to see how far we've come. So, moving on up to floor 3. Everything is built now. Just needs more detail once I finish the roof. But now the final room is built, and you're probably wondering, what is this room? Well, this room is the one thing you need in a game design. Oh, I gotta fix that. That's the wrong texture. I'll fix that in a second. This room is the one thing that all game design companies need. Testers. This is the beta alpha tester room. You have two different versions of playing. You have the console gaming, and you have computers. So the person will bring their laptop, or I'll set up a computer in here that the tester uses. I understand there's a lot of things I gotta fix in here, but yeah, I'll fix that. Yeah, I'll fix that later. I'll fix that tomorrow when I start working on the staircase to the roof and starting a little bit of the roof. So some things I made in here. I imagine this room is divided into two parts, kind of like you see in houses, how they have like a big archway like that. Leading from one side of the room to the other. I wanted to divide this room into two parts. Like I said, the console gaming and then the PC gaming. So I also gave them windows. You can see outside. Can't really see much, but it looks pretty cool. And at night it's going to look a lot cooler. Yeah. And then, like I said, it's time we start on the last area. We're now at the home stretch of building. Then we move on to process number 2, which is details and final touch-ups. And then the final thing we'll do is I'll try to add some coding and see what I can do. Because as I said in the beginning of this entire building process, I suck at coding. I excelled more on level design in college. So if you give me like an hour or so, I can build stuff. But I'm making this and different, like I'm making this in multiple days because I don't want to wear myself out. Because this does take a lot out of me, believe it or not. Real quick, let me show you the process of where everything is right now. So let's remove, let's just remove world objects for now. So without the world objects, as you can see, the building looks pretty nice. I do need to fix some of these frames, which I can do that later. Shouldn't take that long. The world objects don't count for the road. That's its own separate entity, as you can see up here. Well, let's say I wanted to get rid of the road. This entire building, this entire building took weeks to make. I probably could have made the building itself within a day, but let me just tell you, it is not easy to get everything like it is, even with all the problems. I see all the door frames. Oh yeah, the door frames are part of the objects. I almost forgot. Okay, let's bring back that. And now this time, let's remove the level. So this is every bit of things I've 3D modeled into this world. excluding the plants. Those are from the Simple City back there and the arcade. That's from another thing. Other than that, everything you see here, excluding also the toilets, everything you see here, I made myself using very simplistic shapes. So you can make almost anything out of a simple cube, but with things like Pro Builder, you can do even more and create more things like this. This is the most simplest thing I ever did in Pro Builder. It's nothing. I've done nicer things in Pro Builder. This was just like something I wanted to add out here, because like you're not going to be able to see it fully, so it don't matter. Like, it don't matter how it looks. You see? Okay, let's bring back the level. Let us add the fog. Starting to look a little nicer. And now the final touch, ladies and gentlemen. The fantasy scene. The darkness has arisen. And it's a beautiful night to have a curse. Hopefully there are people who get that. I'd be really ashamed if people didn't. Alright, let's get into a full walkthrough of the entire building now that everything inside the building is basically finished. Oh wait, I see a problem. Oh, never mind. No. I forgot that the plants are separated that far. I'm gonna add more objects in here whenever I go over, so that's on me. Anyway, you first enter into the building through this, which will become an elevator when I'm done. And then you have the first area you come to is the waiting area with a receptionist. You have little chairs or couches. You have a little table that I made based off of a table I actually own, which is technically in front of me. Let's move on to Office 1. Here's my the logo, my own personal artist logo that I use for the building. Eventually I'm going to get a better logo for this place that's not using my artist logo. I just need something for a placeholder. So, office number 1. Dark and spooky, but still a cool rug. The conference room for office for floor 1. Got the projector shooting the light over there so you can see some cool stuff. Got the whiteboard and the very long table. We can't not have a table that long. Office number 2. And now we're looking out the outside. It looks nice. See, like I said, you're not going to see all of it. Like, if you get this close, yeah, but it don't look bad. I mean, from this distance, because the cars are small and stuff, it looks like you're a lot higher up. And plus, you're not going to be able to jump whenever I actually get the thing working. It'll just be looking like this. So yeah, Office 2. We're going to swing around to see the first window I ever made, to see out into the world. Seeing all the cars that I animated to go left and right. And a little bus. Moving on to the break room. The place where you chill, where you have ice cream. You got some cool arcade games. Some stuff on the wall. Tables. A kitchen that will have more stuff. So it's a pretty chill place. And then last but not least, on the first floor, office number 3. It's a pretty nice office. I might add a window in here when I make the scene outside, on the opposite side. And now we move up to floor 2, going through the staircase. Floor 2 is a little bit more corporate. At least that's how the design is. I wanted corporate to be in the middle of everything. So you have the bathrooms up here. Yes, all the employees have to walk upstairs to go to the bathroom. This place is pure evil. So you have the men's and the women's restroom. the cooler conference room with our own actual room, and a cool light switch, which I still haven't adjusted the brightness of the texture. The server room for whatever they need the servers for. The next office, the big office, where a lot of the more important workers work. The ones that the big wigs they trust them more, so they get this cool office with a lot more view of the world. The boss's office, the main man himself, with 3D modeled shelves, bookshelves, a 3D modeled desk that I made that I'm still very proud of because it looks really nice. I'm proud of a lot of the furniture I made, I'm not gonna lie. Usually, like, as an artist, we would hate our work, but some of this I do hate, but I love the fact that with a very simplistic geometric cube, like a cube, you're able to make stuff like this. This is all just cubes. This one is cubes and cylinders. As you can see, the feet are cylinders. And the last bookshelf. Moving on to floor 3. Going through this staircase. And we're met with a waiting room. A nice little waiting room. This is the recruitment area, the nice little place you go to see HR, and to also, this is where you go for your job application. You have to walk up 2 flights of stairs to get up here. So you'll be tired by the time you get up here, so they got this nice little waiting room for you. Leading up into the HR, so you come in here, you got your little interview seats, got files for every employee, nice little bookshelf that's going to have stuff in the future. Moving on to the storage closet, or technically this is just a storage room since it's not really much of a closet, but it's got file cabinet with file cabinet with file cabinet, and one single shelf, which I don't know what I'm going to have on it. All I know is it's a nice shelf. Moving on to the main part of the room, the drone, or the worker drone area, where all the drones will work for my amusement. With their technically a lot cooler than the first floor computers, since these computers are more modern looking with the flatter screens compared to the old-fashioned big mama computers. Now, let's move on to this room right here, and then when I finish both the rooms, I'll do the view outside. The nice little security room with monitors for every single point in the building, which they're not going to work because the power is off. So I wanted to give it the illusion of this is a nice little security room. And yes, there will be more details in here later. The last room of the building. The tester room, the beta alpha tester. So you got your PC gamers, laptop or computer, depending on how what I decide. Oh, you can see the little flashlight. Didn't even notice that. That's cool. And now the gamer side, the console gamer side, which I'm gonna fix that texture before I save today. And now you have a place to beta test all your work. So it's finally come to this moment after I show you the nice little view outside. Into the infinite abyss of darkness, and then the abyss over there. I mean, once I have the scene set up, you're not going to be able to see over there. I mean, you'll see buildings and stuff, but it's mostly going to be blocked. You're going to see like light up buildings. I'm going to enlarge a few of those simple city ones to be taller than this to make it look like skyscrapers. Unless I can find a skyscraper in Unity. I'll look it up. Because I am not building a skyscraper. Even though I know there's simpler ways to do it, I just don't want to do it. Because after everything I built here. That means, starting tomorrow, after fixing a few things, I'm going to be deciding whether I want to do an outdoor or an indoor staircase leading onto the roof. You guys will see tomorrow. I haven't decided yet, because I'm tired. But all that work, it's coming along. You know what? I like the dreary, rainy looking appearance while I'm working. It's the same. It's a little bit dimmer than the brightness. It's a little bit darker, but I can still see everything. And it's easy on the eyes. Looks like it's about to rain. It's supposed to rain today for me. Hopefully it does. I like listening to the sound of rain while I'm working and stuff. Alright, let's get back to the starting position, if I can do it. There we go. And let's full screen it so that way this is how we can end it. Anyway guys, that's all I have for today. Hopefully you've enjoyed the series so far. If you do watch it, I know it's not the most impressive thing, but it is, as I put it in the title, mediocre game dev. And I'm hoping you guys continue to watch throughout the rest of it to see where we can go with this this weird little journey on building whatever the hell this is going to become. So that's all for today. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.